The Treaty of Versailles, signed on June 28, 1919, was considered harsh for Germany for several key reasons. War Guilt Clause, Article 231. The treaty included a war guilt clause that placed full responsibility for the war on Germany and its allies. This clause not only humiliated Germany, but also served as the legal basis for demanding reparations. Heavy reparations. Economic burden. Germany was required to pay massive reparations to the Allied powers, particularly France and Belgium, as compensation for the damage caused during the war. The amount was initially set at 132 billion gold marks, about $33 billion at the time, a sum that placed a tremendous strain on the already weakened German economy. These reparations contributed to hyperinflation, economic instability, and widespread poverty in Germany during the 1920s. Territorial losses. Germany lost significant amounts of territory as a result of the treaty. Key areas included Alsace-Lorraine, which was returned to France, the Saar Basin, which was placed under League of Nations control, and the loss of all overseas colonies. Additionally, large parts of eastern Germany were ceded to Poland, creating the Polish Corridor and separating East Prussia from the rest of Germany. These territorial losses not only reduced Germany's size and resources, but also fueled nationalist resentment. Military restrictions. The treaty imposed severe restrictions on the German military. The size of the German army was limited to 100,000 troops, conscription was banned, and Germany was prohibited from having tanks, heavy artillery, and an air force. The Rhineland, a key industrial region, was to be demilitarized and occupied by Allied troops, leaving Germany vulnerable and humiliating the military establishment. Political and psychological impact. The harsh terms of the treaty, particularly the war guilt clause, were seen as a national humiliation by many Germans. The treaty's conditions were perceived as unjust and excessively punitive, fostering widespread resentment and contributing to the destabilization of the Weimar Republic. This resentment became a rallying point for extremist political movements, including Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party, who exploited the public's anger to gain support. Economic consequences, hyperinflation and unemployment. The economic burden of reparations, combined with the loss of industrial territories, led to hyperinflation, massive unemployment, and a severe economic crisis in Germany during the early 1920s. The economic instability further undermined the Weimar Republic and created fertile ground for political extremism. Long-term instability, prelude to World War II. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles are often cited as a significant factor leading to World War II. The treaty failed to create a lasting peace and instead sowed the seeds of future conflict by creating deep resentment in Germany and contributing to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. Conclusion. The Treaty of Versailles was intended to ensure peace, but its punitive terms and the deep resentment it fostered in Germany ultimately contributed to the outbreak of another, even more devastating conflict just 2 decades later.